guys, it's JQ Crafty. Welcome to my stop on the Costumes on Parade Hop, Instagram and YouTube. Everybody who is playing along today will be linked down below. So it was encouraged, obviously, costumes, October, Halloween, but didn't necessarily have to be Halloween. And I just happened to come across this photo of my son. He has one of those blankets. I don't know if you've seen them, where, oh, there's like a piece of plastic here. It's kind of, you like step into it, and his was a shark, and he was just tall enough at the time that he could go all the way in it, and he just looked like a shark. So my husband lifted him up, and so it's like he just caught a shark. So I have a really good idea for a title, and I'm going to use the Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file that I've been meaning to use, and I have some stamps that are shark related. So we're going to, I think, just play with scraps and some other things. I don't know what direction I'm going yet, except for after I get the cut file cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and then we'll get back to you, and let's get started. So I went ahead and cut the cut file out twice. I cut it out in white cardstock, so I had the outline. And now I could have just taken the innards of that and then colored it, but I decided I was going to cut it out again with, technically 3 times actually, just the inside. So I deleted like the fin outline, and I just cut the inside out of just a Coordinations gray paper that I grabbed from, I think, Joann's like a few months ago. And then this scrap of this blue for the tail, just because his, the little blanket snuggie pouch thing he has, the tail is blue, just so it matched a little bit better. So I'm not going to adhere the white outline to the gray yet. I'm going to wait till I put it on the page because I'm going to actually pop that gray part out. So now I'm trying to, so I thought I was going to go through my scraps. And so I had grabbed this blue and like cream striped paper, which I liked, but it just wasn't doing it. And I was like, you know what? I have this brand new paper pad that I won at the half scrap retreat I got to go to. Why don't I see what's in there? And I find exactly what I need. There's a blue paper in here that reminds me of, I think it was a Pebbles paper. That was like, it's like a bluey purple blue. It's just so pretty. This one, if you guys can think of which one that is, I can't remember. I want to say there was a lot of summer, I think it was a Pebbles paper. There was a lot of summer things involved with it, like icons with people in inner tubes and swimsuits. I can't think of pool fun or something like that. Yeah. Anywho. So, and this other paper is got water drops on it. Now, normally that would probably be set aside for rain, but I figured, shark, and I'm covering most of it up. So I decided to tear the center section. I wasn't really sure how I was going to do the layout, but this was kind of speaking to me. And then there was this ombre pinky peach to orange color. So I tore some of that, and I mean, I like that pop of orange. And I think it's because there's a little bit of orange in my husband's shirt. And so it was just fun to add orange. And this was a fun layout to do because I just scrapped. I didn't have an assignment except for the fact that it's about costumes on parade. So I grabbed some random stash items too, but I had kind of sized the shark a little bit. I changed the size a little bit in the Silhouette software just so that I knew it would fit my photo. So I lengthened it a little bit, and I'm not even going to fill in that fin because it's going to get covered up. I wanted to make sure you could see the teeth, and I really like the way it kind of hugs the photo. Yeah. So I'm going to glue the photo and the shark together and then finish putting fun foam on the back of all of it so that the whole area can be popped up, essentially. Of course, now the dehumidifier turns on right when I'm halfway done. I grabbed a 6x8 pad I have in my stash, some Cocoa Vanilla Studio, the more recent boys collection. Wow. It's too early. I apparently can't think. And then I decide, I decide after I pull all the backing off the foam and I'm about to stick it on, that I think this would be a good time to ink the edges. So I'm going to ink the edges all the way around the shark. Some you can tell better than others, but I like it, just adds a little bit of shadow, and then I ink around the photo as well. That you can't tell as much in the finished product, but I did it. It's there. Yeah. And then I'm going to get that glued down. So now, I'm trying to figure out what else I want to do, but I really want to incorporate this stamp set I have. I think it's... Oh, I'm not going to remember what kind of stamp set it is. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to ink all the way around all the edges. Well, around the perimeter. It's a Lawn Fawn stamp and die set. Super cute. There's like little phrases on there that say, "You're jawsome," and stuff like that. There's a ton of cute little stamps in it, but there is this bubble stamp. I did not cut apart I haven't like snipped apart all the dies yet, because they have like the dies all, you know, how they come attached. Oh, and the collection's legendary. Just popped in my head. I have not cut the dies out yet, so I'm not going to be able to die cut the little shark that I'm stamping. And so I stamp him, and I try to see if I can do like a reverse image stamp so I can put the shark the other direction as well. So I tried to stamp it on my block and then stamp it on the paper right away, but I think I just didn't have enough. I don't know if I just didn't have enough goo, or if it just wasn't wet enough, or what. But I'm just using my Versamark black right now. And at first I was just going to stamp it in black. But then I thought, oh, I haven't heat embossed in forever. And I think I have a silver. Look at that. I have a silver. So I stamped the shark twice. I heat emboss him in silver. And then I decide I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead, and there's a bubble, little bubble stamp. There's a couple bubble stamps, but there's a little cluster. I'm going to stamp that around kind of the top of the shark and then the bottom of the shark. And I'm going to heat emboss just some of them. So some of them will be silver, some of them will just be black. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the stamp that says done. And just kind of add that around as well at the top and bottom in a few random areas. And just adds a little something, something. Yeah, so I get that done and make a mess. I think there's still embossing powder everywhere. Doesn't that happen all the time? But make sure you guys check out everybody who's playing down below. It's not a giant hop, but there's a good amount of people playing. And like I said, it's just costumes on parade, so any layout dealing with costumes. Hopefully you won't see just all Halloween ones. Maybe you'll see a bunch of others. If people have kids, usually they like to dress up in costumes of some sort, or anybody with cosplay and stuff like that. While I'm finishing doing this embossing. So yeah, so then I'm going to have some silver bubbles kind of scattered. I'll have my 2 silver sharks that are both facing the same way. I wanted, to do a third one facing the other way, but I guess the big shark is facing the other way. So I guess I could have stamped it and then stamped it on the back, traced it with the embossing pen. It just wouldn't have looked as good, I feel like. I don't know. I'll try again next time. I'll figure out a way to do that. I'm sure there's tricks out there to like switch your stamps around, make your stamps face the other direction. So yeah, fussy cut out my sharks, since that's why I was telling you that I don't have the dies cut apart yet. So I just fussy cut them out. I'm not sure where my little wire cutters went, because yeah, they're all metal. And normally, sometimes when dies are all attached, you can still just use them. But these ones, like the fish are in the middle of the shark, so it would cut fish out of the shark, which I don't want. Clearly. So I go ahead and I put all the stuff away that I'm done with, and I grab out this storyline, old storyline, Heidi Swap, like little it's a bunch of ephemera bits. It's basically a bunch of phrases and shapes, and there's some good photo corners in there. And then I grab out these Bella Boulevard white stickers and I start doing my title. We are gonna need a bigger boat. And while I'm doing it, I decide that bigger needs to either be just in a bigger font or in another color. And I thought I might as well bring in more orange, right? So then I grab these Doodlebug ones and do bigger, so it's a different font and it's a different color. It's just not a different size. It's pretty much the same, but it works. I love the way it turns out. I'm going to go ahead and grab a few of these ombre orange stickers and scatter them around the page from the Heidi Swap Storyline collection. And then I will grab some of the photo corners. Some of them are iridescent, like this iridescent blue, and some are just blue and white striped. I thought those were, I think they're iridescent blue. Yeah, it's like a blue-black. It's almost like oil slick. They're really cool. And then I'll grab some of those. So I grab a sticker that says Wild and Free, one that says Let's Play, and then one that says Just for Fun. And I kind of put them around the photo. I didn't feel like I needed too much more. I probably could have done bigger clustering, but I kind of like, I like it. I like the way it turned out. It turned out super cute. And then I'll just journal what year it was, and then just that James fit into his shark blankie perfectly. And that is it. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and you enjoy all the others that are playing with this fun little hop. This is from our Scrappy Inspirations YouTube hop, I believe is what our group's called. YouTube and Instagram hop, yep. So I've got everybody linked down below, and yeah, check out some close-ups and we'll see you next time. Bye.